तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन मामुपयान्ति ते.
Tesham, those who what? Practice verse 9. What happens to them? Satata yuktanam, such people are always united, ever steadfast. You see, this quality of steadfastness comes only when you have no desires. When you're full of desires, you can't be steadfast in anything because the desires take you at tangential directions. Ever steadfast, worshipping me with love, bhajatam priti purvakam. What again? This spiritual practice must be in an atmosphere of love and affection, because unless you love what you're doing, it becomes dry, it becomes monotonous and painful. You cannot continue with it. So even if you are forced to come here by somebody else, you come here one day and that one day also you fall asleep. Next day it is not possible for you to come. So there must be an element of enjoyment, and this enjoyment comes only when you feel for it. Yes, it is a struggle. Yes, it is not entertaining. But everything in life is not necessarily entertaining. Everything that is enjoyable is not necessarily entertaining. You ask a mathematician, what are your moments of joy? He'll say, when I'm trying to figure out mathematical problems. You ask a scientist, what are your moments of joy? He will say, when I'm struggling to discover something in the lab. You ask a surgeon, what are your moments of joy? He'll say, when I'm operating. So there is a joy that comes with the struggle. You ask a sports person, you ask Sachin Tendulkar, what would you rather do? Sit and chill out, party with people, or struggle in the hot sun? He will most likely say hot sun. So that is the kind of pleasure. When you love what you're doing, you don't feel the strain. There is no drudgery. You enjoy it. You love it. You love the sweating. You love the struggle. You love even the failures, because they then push you towards greater effort. Yena mam dadami buddhi yogam. To them I give buddhi yoga. What is this? Why does he say buddhi yoga? What is this new yoga that he's come up with? Because throughout the spiritual journey, it is the employment of the buddhi that gets you places. Whether it is in the beginning stages, you remember that's why we started with sense control, or right through till the last stages of meditation, you need the faculty of your buddhi. And in fact, the buddhi, your intellect, is the last thing that disappears before you get into realization. So here is making a reference to meditation. When you repeat a japa, a chant, the mind repeats the thought, the intellect supervises and distinguishes between the sound and the silence. And in the last stages of meditation, just before realization, the chant stops, the thought stops, the thought flow is gone, so the sound is gone. What remains is silence. And the intellect gets fixed in that silence, transfixed in that silence. That is the moment of enlightenment. Yena mam upayanti te, by which they come to me like a river merging with the ocean. Your individuality goes, yes, but you take on the totality. You become that awesome power that has always been in you, but you never knew it. 11.